Cool. So, hey everyone. Claire and I are doing conscious conversations today. We've actually just done a Zoom to catch up on other things. And we thought while we're chatting, we want to just share with you guys what's been happening in our week and what's been happening in our world. So you know me, Marie Claire. I'm the host of Keep It Conscious Coaching. This is my beautiful, beautiful friend and creator, Claire, multi-potentialite. Hey.
And now that we're recording, feels
now that we're
and weird.
So before we actually got to, we haven't even got to our website meeting yet, because we've just been having so much fun chatting about what's happening in the world, where we're at in terms of our consciousness and our levels of awareness and consciousness. So we just wanted to share with you guys what it feels like in our world and where we're at and the fun that we have when we totally let go of form and structure and significance.
Right.
Yes. And so Claire was busy telling me about how she's just busy actualizing and manifesting things into her world easily because you're doing it different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. Ooh, show everyone your inversion chair. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, show us.
I manifested my inversion chair.
Woohoo! Okay, so now if you see this for the first time, Claire's going to show us, or at least describe to us what it is used for. So Claire doesn't have her sound back in just yet.
I'm coming back so I can.
Okay, cool. So the inversion chair. Okay, so I'm just telling everyone that while you're putting your chair away, I had no clue what that was when you showed me. So inversion. Guys, it's inversion chair.
This inversion chair is a yogi thing, and it's for the support or supported headstand and playing around with it. And the other fun things you can do with it is you saw there's wood on the one side and then the cushioning on the other side. So you can actually stand on the wood, grab your weights, and then you can train to help you get deeper into your forward bends and whatnot. So there's a bazillion things you can do with it. It's fun to play with, but especially for going upside down and keeping your neck nice and free.
Because that's exactly what we were saying. I'm so scared to actually even attempt something like this. What if I break my neck? It's like the first very disappointing belief system that comes in. So I'm so fearful I won't even try it. And now you invited this possibility of an inversion chair, and I'm like, that looks easy. It looks fun. It looks safe.
And
a mind one safe.
Oh, it's so comfortable. You know what I mean? I can already do my headstands, my handstands, the whole shebang. But with this one, you're not using your arms at all. You're literally holding on slightly to the wooden part of the chair, and then you invert, and now you can play with your legs and the rest of your body because you're not trying or concentrating so hard to keep the strength in the arms to keep you balanced.
So for someone like me who would be attempting it for the first time, if I stuck that against the wall and stuck my head in, and I've seen what everyone does, they lift the one leg up first, just playing and practicing. I could do that completely safely because I've got that support. And just push it against the wall. That is so much fun.
The cushioning is so nice on your shoulders as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to get tight or miserable, and your neck can just relax. So that's probably the best thing. It's like a chiropractic thing. With COVID, I've been missing my aerial hammock so much. So now you can invert and feel the whole spine and the neck just releasing and relaxing, and your whole body is like, oh yeah.
And that's the other thing is we should be doing more inverting stuff, because whenever we're upright and we're stuck in this third dimensional reality, it's so not fun. So if you can turn yourself upside down and have something completely different, it's
it's so good and relaxing and bringing the blood fresh.
Totally got you there.
It's so funny. I don't know whether you've been struggling with sinuses for the last few weeks, but I've been having lots of sinus, which makes your whole face
the season changed, all of a sudden. Yeah.
But I used to do aerial all the time, so I wasn't affected by it, because when you go upside down, it just I don't know whether it's clearing the sinuses because the blood flow is all coming here. So literally, I got my inversion chair on Thursday, I think, and I've been inverting almost every day, and my sinuses feel better.
Okay,
it feels so good.
I'm getting myself one of those inversion things. Even if I just stick my head in for now to turn half myself upside down.
It's true though, because you can literally, I was doing dolphin essentially, because you keep you poke your bum in the air, you're walking your legs as close as you can, but you're just leaning into the chair and letting yourself be upside down.
Yeah, I can
and
do
it
that.
just, it feels so comfy.
I can do that. And the one thing that we also wanted to share with everyone is in terms of how quickly and easily it is to manifest and actualize something in your world. So we were just chatting about like the Kindle and how quickly and easily that flowed for you. So share with everyone how that happens.
Okay. So I'm going to catch everyone up on what we were talking about. So I'm doing Manifestation Babes 21-day manifestation doodad. I'm not doing it in 21 days. I'm doing it as I feel like it. And she focuses very much on feeling. So just feeling right. So part of the manifestation work towards manifesting is letting go of resentment, letting go of hurts, clearing your space, clearing your own energy, feeling light and happy and bubbly and free. So we were working on that. And then I was like, okay, my iPad's driving me insane because the battery was perishing and lasting for all of 2 seconds. And I just wanted to read my Kindle. And so I was like, oh man, I just want a Kindle so that I can read and be happy in my world. And I started researching, okay, Kindles, what Kindle do I want to get myself? I don't really feel like dropping $3,000 on a Kindle. It's just for my reading, she says, even though she loves reading with such passion. And then I posted it on Facebook and I was like, okay, is there anyone perchance who's sitting around with a Kindle and they don't use it? Literally, I think it was like 10, 15 minutes after I posted it, a guy that I was friends with back in 19 Footsack, like I haven't spoken to him in 100 years, was like, I've got one, come get it. It's yours. Done. Dusted. I got a Kindle. I've been reading like a fiend. 100 million books. I open it up, Kindle.
And what do we say? As if by magic, when we let go of how it's supposed to happen. We just know we want it to happen. It just shows up as if by magic.
And just being so open to the possibilities. There's one of the Manifestation Babes affirmations is I attract money in both expected and unexpected ways. And the thing is, what is money actually? Yes, it's just energy, but why do we want money? To attain things. So if the thing arrives without you actually having to have the physical money, you're still attracting that unexpected wealth. So this was literally, again, Manifestation Babe talks about how, okay, pay attention to your finances. So don't fixate on, okay, you want to manifest $1,000. You're waiting for that $1,000 to come into your hand or into your bank account. Notice where you've saved money. So you were expecting to pay out $3,000 for a Kindle. I manifested $3,000 because that's $3,000 I didn't have to spend on a Kindle. So things like that. So it gets so thrilling and exciting. I told you about my Oracle cards.
Yes.
I'm addicted.
Discounts.
I've got I ended up getting the Rumi Oracle cards as well because I literally manifested the shamanic ones at half price. House of Isis wanted $650. I found them for $320. And I was just like, wow, I just manifested my cards at half price. I've saved money, which means I can also go and get myself my Rumi cards and I feel like a superstar.
Yeah. And that's a big
But it's that excitement that adds to it, because the more you get excited about what you're creating and whatnot, it's almost like you just keep creating more because the energy of excitement is out there. And what you put out, you get back in. Now the universe is coming back and saying, hey, this girl's excited. Throw more excitement. Throw more excitement, you know?
I mean, ultimately, so the number 8 we know is like abundance. Like it always represents abundance. And we know if you turn 8 on the side, it's that infinity. And isn't that money? Like money there's always this flow of money. There is never not enough money. And it was something I realized the other day. If we don't have an attachment that it's my money, that the money has to show up for me, we allow that circle to kind of go. So when I did my last 21-day mastermind resets, I got paid into my PayPal account. I physically am not using that cash, yet it's there, and then I can gift that to someone else because I want a service of them. If they never cash out that PayPal account, that PayPal money literally flows from one person's account to another person's account to another person's account. It never reaches a person's bank account, maybe. So it's like there's no attachment. And when I had that awareness, I was like, that is so much fun. Like we can all achieve something, and that money literally just flows into one PayPal account to another PayPal account to another PayPal, and we're all achieving something.
But that was also so key, the flow. So you made me think of two things. So the other thing is non-attachment to the money is also, so what if I want something, somebody else pays for it? You know, a lot of people go into guilt. Oh, but now I owe this person because they've done this and that. No. Stop thinking about money as mine. The money is universe's money.
Yes.
How it comes to you is actually irrelevant. Whether it comes directly into your bank account or into your hand or somebody else's and then they choose to give to you. The point is universe is supplying you via other puppets. I don't know what you want to call them. All sorts of means because, you know, it's just flowing. But the other thing is, and I think we often get stuck, but I think it's that fear and that lack mentality. I've got to have money in my bank account. That's stagnation. Don't be afraid to buy the things or pay for the things that you desire or have to. You know, we've all got obligations. The point is to allow it to flow. You don't have to sit with like 10 grand tucked away in your bank account and that's your secret money that you never let go anyway.
And that's money that doesn't want to be like
supplied. The other one is money is an unlimited resource and is always flowing my way. If you can genuinely believe that, you're not going to be sitting here like, my precious.
You know, because that is ego. We know that whenever we hold on too tightly to anything and we have made that my sort of thing, we have brought in attachment, and attachment is ego. Art of detachment is consciousness. Like you love whatever it is when it's in your space and you're happy with it, and then the moment it's not in your space, it's like, okay, cool, so it's gone to someone else. That's okay. And I just want to, so you looked up, you've got all your affirmations on the top, right?
Yeah.
So when someone says, well, like, how do I keep remembering? Like, plant the affirmations wherever you can see it, because we have to reprogram our minds. You know, they've been programmed in one way and we'd like to change that program. So wherever you can see it, so you can keep shifting the program. So guys, just a hint, you know, pop all the stuff wherever you choose to. Invite more of it into your world.
Affirmation apps. We are always on our phone. Let the phone drop you reminders at certain times of the day or randomly, and your affirmations come up so that you read through. Yes, I forgot about that one. Read it again. I forgot about that one. Read it again. So get your reminders anywhere and everywhere, as long as you're reprogramming and changing your belief systems.
Yeah. And then the one other thing I want to touch on before we get back to our professional meeting and we end this little playfulness for everyone else is so like we say, we want to shift abundance mindset, and how do you feel rich and how do you think rich? And we were saying, like, some people have that point of view that they end up spending to feel rich and they just create more past expenditure and the trap that they're in. Yet there are small, simple, fun, joyful ways that you can start feeling that vibration of feeling wealthy and feeling rich. So share that one idea that you had, or you had a few that you saging of the purse.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I was actually going to say, do you know actually what has been the funnest one is realizing my wealth already. I know people say it all the time, but I feel like we forget so often gratitude. Why do you want to be rich? It's to feel safe, secure, and know that you can have what you want to have when you want to have it. It's not really got anything to do with the money.
Yeah.
So how do we feel rich? How do we feel like we're safe and secure and we have everything we need? Wake up in the morning and think about, oh Lord, am I grateful for this cup of coffee? How warm was my bed tonight? You know, ooh, I got to wake up with my boo right next to me. That was the bomb.com. And just taking moments to think about how epic actually your life is. Because if you, one of the things, and I don't know whether you do it sometimes, MC, is, you know, if I think about my life 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, who I was versus who I am, I can be grateful, dude. I
Yeah.
remember feeling sad and down and victimy and struggling and just hurting. And sometimes I think to myself, has my life really changed that much? And yes, on one hand, it has. There's been a lot of change, but also my point of view has shifted. Instead of looking at something, oh man, why is this happening? I swear, everything that happens, I'm like, I just choose to trust that this is happening for me all the time.
All the time.
Let's get back to the fun thing was saging the purse.
Yeah.
So I literally, and this is again point of view. So, people get the sage sticks and they're like, this is how you cleanse your energy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have a sage stick, but I have a lot of sage incense, which I love the smell of.
Yeah.
Grabbed out my pendulum and I was like, Lord, can I just use the sage stick? Every now and then we need validation. And my pendulum was like, yes, my sister, go use your sage stick. I went and I took my beautiful smelling sage stick that makes me feel happy and joyous. And, it was the big outdoor one because it was thick and huge.
Brilliant.
Took it. I saged where my computer is because, my online banking is all here by my computer. I saged my phone because, that's where my online banking is. Then I grabbed out my purse, cleared out all the unnecessary
like till slips and things like that,
till slips, but also I'm a card hoarder. I cleared out the cards that I don't really need to be keeping in my purse. And then the fun thing was, she was like, American, $100 in your purse, because every time you open your purse and you see $100, you're going to feel like, hey,
you always have cash.
Some money. Exactly. So I popped in the 100 rand that sits in my purse does not get used. It's there to light me up every time I open my purse.
Yeah.
And then with an open purse, I'm doing it over here, you can't see it. So I opened my purse up so that it wasn't a closed purse. It was like bringing flow. And I saged my purse. Then I saged my space. I saged my body. I was like, yeah.
I love it.
But I swear,
and then it's
I
fun. And it's simple.
Yes.
And the reminder to everyone, like we know, money follows joy. Actually, everything follows joy. So the simple things like, how do you shift something? Find the joy. Find the joy.
And choose the joy.
Yeah,
because
I
think I get it. Not everyone can just be like, let's just see a better point of view. But you can so often just choose a different point of view. Like you said with the body stuff this weekend. Maybe it's just not the right timing for you to be getting into it. And that is a beautiful point of view, rather than saying, the money didn't come, I don't get to do this workshop, and I really wanted to do this work. You can see there's a different choice, and you can choose it in every single moment. Oh man, I really wanted to do that, or I really wanted to buy that, or I really wanted to see that, but I didn't get to. I can choose to go boohoo, or I can choose, do you know what? This is happening for me. This is happening for me. Maybe the next performance, I'm pretending like you're going to see whatever, is going to be the better performance, or, you're going to have more fun on that night or something. I feel like one day when we perish and we're going to get to see, we're going to be in the connectedness of the isness, and we're going to be like, I see why all these things had to happen. Check it. It's like that butterfly effect. It's making the magic. Wasn't feeling like magic in that moment. Look how it's all connected.
And remember, we were also chatting like in terms of like our higher self is totally in control. So we know that there's this vast amount of energy that not all of us fit into this tiny human body because we would self-combust. So trust your higher self that is connected out there, that is exactly it, can see everything else and be like, yeah, I know you really want to do that. Yes, I can see something that's a week away that is so much better for you. And everything will line up and it will be so much more fun. It will be this, it will be that. And because we can't see it here, so trust, surrender, trust, faith, surrender. Yeah.
That's the thing. Absolute blind faith. And that's a choice as well, because I remember.
Is it blind faith though? Because that's an interesting thing as well. I know the term like blind faith is because we're blind in this reality, the third dimensional reality.
Well, that's exactly it. A part of it is also trusting the things you cannot see.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we all want to say, okay, prove it.
Yeah.
Prove to me that something's going to happen.
Yeah,
prove
just
to me that your thinking like is correct. Man. Yeah, prove it. No. Blind faith is saying you've got no proof. You are daring to
Yeah.
just believe, even if something bad comes your way, you're choosing to believe that it's for your highest good. It's just a choice.
It's just a choice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very
I like the blind
interesting choice.
faith because it just feels completely like you're jumping off a cliff and you've got no idea whether there is going to be a cushion at the bottom.
Yeah.
You
Or
can't
if your
see
wings
nothing,
are going to
but you're
spread.
daring, whatever you want to see.
Yeah.
But you're just doing it without seeing what the future holds. And let's be realistic. Nobody, not a single one of us has a clue what the future holds.
Exactly.
And someone very wise, I don't know whether she remembers, I'm talking about you, MC, told me once, why is it that we are so ready to think about the negative possibilities of the future?
Yeah.
But it's just as possible for the positive possibilities to be there too.
Yeah.
And after she said that, I choose always to but there could be these positive possibilities. And I fixate on them.
Yeah.
I'd rather fixate on feeling good and what could bring happiness and joy into my life rather than looking at all the
Yeah. So I've actually I changed that to help people get it a bit more. So we all play the what if game, but we all play the what if game in the disaster zone. So that is exactly play the what if game in the positive, amazing zone. Like, what if this can turn out better than like that? What if this is more amazing? What if this and what if that? And spin it, because we play the what if game. Why don't you just amp it up a bit and actually allow it to be in your favor?
And the thing is, when you play the what if game in the fun, in the creativity, in the unknown, but you're filling yourself up, you feel so much better. Like, you felt it. If you play what if in the darkness, you can feel how your energy starts to feel dark. You're already creating these like miserable sensations in yourself, and nothing's even happened yet. That's what stress is. We get stressed out, we play all these miserable feelings, and nothing's even come about to stress about yet. So push yourself into the funness, even if you end up having like a darker result later on. At least you haven't gone through it twice, right?
Yeah. I was like, well, why would we have a darker result in the end?
Oh, my honest belief is it's just humans who see dark and light.
Yeah.
When you ask any situation you go through, if you come into your higher self, and I've always got my higher self living in a little lotus position in my heart space, and I'm like, girl, how do you feel about this situation? She just shrugs, because it is neither good nor bad. It just is.
It just is, yeah. Exactly. Boom, drop the mic.
Boom.
Okay, cool. So everyone, we're going to love you and leave you so that we can catch on to our fun creation, because we don't call something business, it's fun creation. So we hope you've enjoyed this amazing installment of Conscious Conversations with us, master creators, multi-potentialites. And if you love this, hit the like button. I don't want to say smash and annihilate it, but show some love. Like it, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Claire's channel. We'll have everything in the doodah below. We'll do that.
Description stuff,
Yeah.
And if you dig it enough, we'll do some more.
Exactly, yeah. So like, subscribe, and share. Like, if you found this fun and entertaining, even if it wasn't even like informative, it was entertaining because it was fun for us. Let us know, and we'll do some more. So bye everyone. Have fun.